Dear students of class 5, welcome to online class of ACPS. Today I am with you. I am Syed Firaj Alam. How are you, dear students? I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. It is long time since you came to school, and you know that we are passing through a critical time. But inshallah, this critical time will be over soon, and you will attend school as usual. So today I am going to take a class from English for Today book. Here you can see the title of today's class. Today I will discuss a lesson from Unit 21, Lesson 1 and 2. Dear students, every unit is divided into 4 parts to attain some skills or to attain some goals. Let us know what the goals of today's unit is. Here you can see the learning outcomes of today's unit. Attainable competencies: students will be able to recognize which words in a sentence are stressed, to recognize and use intonation patterns for WH and yes/no questions, greetings and statements, to understand questions asked by the teacher about the students, to understand questions about family and friends of students, to understand questions about objects around them, to understand statements made by the teachers and the students, to enjoy and understand simple stories. So these are the learning outcomes from listening part. And in the speaking part, students will be able to say words, phrases and sentences with proper sounds, stress and intonation, to ask and answer WH and yes/no questions, to talk about people, objects, events, etc., and to take part in conversation on appropriate topics. So these are the outcomes from speaking part. Here you can see the outcomes of reading part. Students will be able to read words, phrase and sentences in the text with proper pronunciation, stress and intonation, to recognize and read statements, commands, greetings, questions and answers, to read paragraphs, dialogues, stories, letters and other text, to read silently with understanding paragraphs, stories, dialogues, personal letters and others text materials. And in writing part, student will be able to write sentences using non-cursive and cursive capital and small letters, to use full stop, comma, question mark and exclamation mark, to use capital letters for sentences beginnings, proper nouns and for beginnings within quotation marks, to make sentences using words and phrases following instructions, to write a short piece of compositions by answering a set of questions. So these are the learning outcomes of today's unit. Dear students, if you want to attain competencies, you have to follow these parts, that is listening, speaking, reading and writing. Okay, let's move on to our next slide. Dear students, here you can see a picture. Can you guess the picture? Do you know what the picture stands for? Okay, some of you may know. Let us see what does it stand for. The picture stands for Bangladesh Scouts. I hope you have understood it. Okay, today we are going to read about Kap Kampori. So let us know what is Kap Kampori. Here you can see the answer. A Kampori is a local or regional gathering of scouting units for a period of campaign and common activities. Similar to a Kampori, a jamboree occurs less often and draws units from the entire nation of or world. Okay, let us move to our next slide. Here you can see a picture. What is the picture about, dear students? Can you guess it? Okay, let's see another picture. Can you guess it? Okay, let's see another picture. It is interesting picture. Let's see another picture. So, what is these pictures are about? Is it fair or is it an annual sports function? No, it is a Cup Kampuri. These pictures are taken from a Cup Kampuri. So, you have understood that what is a Cup Kampuri is. So, our today's unit is It Was a Great Day, and you can see the title of today's lesson, It Was a Great Day. Before starting our lesson, let us learn some keywords from this lesson. Kampuri. Kampuri means a local or regional campaign event for scouts. Gathering, an assembly or meeting, especially one held for a specific purpose. Weather, it means the state of the atmosphere at a particular place and time as regards heat, cloudiness, dryness, sunshine, wind, rain, etc. Tent, it means a portable shelter made of cloth supported by one or more poles and stretched tight by cords or loops attached to pegs driven into the ground. Stream. Stream means a small narrow river. Quiet. Quiet means making little or no noise. Frightened. Frightened means afraid or anxious. Given. It means a small slender tree dwelling ape with long powerful arms and loud hooting calls native to the forest of Southeast Asia. Gibbon may be a new word to you. Do you want to see a gibbon? Okay, let's see a gibbon. Here you can see the picture of a gibbon. So I hope the word meanings are clear to you. Dear students, let's enjoy a video. You are watching a video on the 9th National Cup Kampuri of 2020. In this video, you will see the students are taking part in different activities. Let's enjoy it. You can see that the students are participating in different activities in a Cup Kampuri. Isn't it interesting? Dear students, you can see that the teachers participated in this Kampuri, also enjoying themselves. So dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the video and I guess you also want to participate in a Kapkompuri. In a Kapkompuri, students do a lot of activities and it is really interesting, it is amazing. Okay, so I hope the idea of Kapkompuri is clear to you. Okay, let's start our today's lesson. Here you can see our today's lesson. In this text, the narrator is telling about his experience of joining in a Kapkompuri. Let's read the text. Last January, I went to a Kapkompuri. The narrator said that last January, he had gone to a Kapkompuri. It was my first visit to a Kapkompuri and it was my first time away from home. It was his first visit and it was also his first time away from home. A Kampuri is a gathering of calves from different parts of Bangladesh. A Kampuri is a gathering of calves from different parts of Bangladesh. So, here may come a question. What is a Kapkompuri? If you read the text clearly, you will be able to answer. So, if you are asked what is a Kapkompuri, what will you say? You will say a Kampuri is a gathering of calves from different parts of Bangladesh. Calves all over the world have their own Kampuris. The calves all over the world have their own Kampuris. The Kapkompuri took place in Srimongol under Moulubibazar district. The Kapkompuri, the narrator participated, took place in Srimongol under Moulubibazar district. To get there, we travelled from Dhaka to Srimongol by train. To reach there, they travelled from Dhaka to Srimongol by train. We arrived in the morning, so the weather was nice. We know that the weather in the morning usually remain very nice. So, when they reached there, it was morning and the weather was very nice. We walked to our camp from the train station and they walked to the camp from their train station. There were 10 of us and 2 leaders. So, there were 12 members in the group. So, if you are asked how many members were there, you will answer that there were 10 of students and 2 leaders. We were a big group, so we did not take any rickshaws. As they were a big group, they did not take any rickshaw. We worked together in our group. It wasn't very far. The place of the Kampuri was not very far from the station. At the camp, we cleaned up the area, set up our tents and prepared our breakfast. So, when they reached the camp, first they cleaned up the area, then they set up their tents and prepared their breakfast. After breakfast, we played games with calves from other parts of Bangladesh. So, if you are asked, what did they do after breakfast? After breakfast, they played games with calves from other parts of Bangladesh. Then we had lunch. After that, they took their lunch. We cooked rice and chicken. So, if you are asked, what did they cook? The answer will be, they cooked rice and chicken for lunch. In the afternoon and evening, we sang songs and recited poems. So, if you asked, what did they do in the afternoon? You will say that in the afternoon and evening, they sang songs and recited poems. It was fun. It was really fun. At night, we slept in our tents. And at night, they slept in their tents. The next day, after the Kampuri, we went to Lawasora National Park. So, the following day, they went to visit the Lawasora National Park. It was very interesting. The visit to the Lawasora National Park was very interesting. We took a walk beside a small stream in the forest. They took a walk beside a small stream in the forest. Our leaders told us to be very quiet. Their leaders told them to be very quiet because the animals are frightened by noise. The animals, they are usually frightened by noise. We walked quietly up a small hill and suddenly we heard something in the trees above our heads. When they were walking up a small hill, suddenly they heard something over their heads in trees. We looked up and saw a gibbon. When they looked up, they saw a gibbon. It was moving quickly through the trees. The gibbon was moving quickly through the trees. After our visit to Lavasura National Park, we went to the Nilkantha tea cabin. You know that it is very famous tea stall in Sri Mongol, and its name is Nilkantha tea cabin. So, after their visit to Lavasura National Park, they went to the Nilkantha tea cabin. This is a famous place to drink tea in Sri Mongol. This is a famous place to drink tea in Sri Mongol. The Nilkantha tea cabin sells a glass of tea of different colors and flavors. Can you imagine a glass of tea of different colors and flavors? Yes. In the Nilkantha tea cabin, you will find a glass of tea with variety of colors and flavors. It was amazing. The taste of the tea was amazing. I will never forget my visit to Lavasura National Park. The narrator says that he will never forget his visit to Lavasura National Park. It was a great day. Indeed, it was a great day. So, this is the text all about. Now, it's time to do some exercise from the text. Okay, let's see. Here, you can see some multiple choice questions. First, you have to read the questions carefully, then you will have to answer. First one, the Kampuri took place in Dhaka, Maulavi Bazar, Sri Mongol, Lavasura National Park. Where did the Kampuri take place? Dear students, can you guess it? Yes. Do you want to see the answer? Okay, let's see. Here in the box you can see the answer. Next question. The cubs went from Dhaka to Sri Mongol by bus, by train, by car, by rickshaw. How did they go there? Who can say the answer? Okay, let's see. In the box you can see the answer. So, the cubs went from Dhaka to Sri Mongol by train. Next question. At the Kampuri, the cubs first ate lunch, played games, sang songs, cleaned up the area. So, what did they do first at the Kampuri? Let's see the answer. They cleaned up the area. In the Kampuri, first they cleaned up the area. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Question number 4. In the Lavasura National Park, the cubs saw. What did they see there? A gibbon above their heads in a tree, colorful birds drinking from a stream, some poets drinking tea near the forest, tourists at the Nilkantha tea cabin. Can you guess the answer? Dear students? Okay, let's see the answer. In the Lavasura National Park, the cubs saw a gibbon above their heads in a tree. Question number 5. The Nilkantha tea cabin had a glass of tea of different colors and flavors, trees with gibbon in them, many tea plants, cubs reciting poems. I hope you have easily guessed the answer. Now, match your answer with me. I hope all of you have guessed correct answer. It is Nilkantha tea cabin had glasses of tea of different colors and flavors. So, the tea lovers will definitely want to have tea there. Here, you can see some questions. You have to answer it. Think about a great day you had. Answer the questions in your exercise book. Suppose you had a great day. You have to follow the questions and then you have to answer it. Suppose question number 1, where did you go? When did you go there? Who did you go with? How did you get there? What did you do there? What did you see? Did you eat or drink something there? If so, what? So, how can you answer such type of questions? There is an example. Suppose someone is asking, where did you go? and the girl is answering, I went to Sunargaon. So you can answer like this. Then you may be asked to write a short composition like that. Write a short composition in your exercise book about a great day you had. Use the information from activity C. So what you have to do? You have to use the information activity C. Let's follow it. In activity C, there were some questions. So whenever you are writing a short compositions, you have to answer some questions. Is it clear, dear students? Yes, I think so. So this is all about from our text today. Now it is time to give you the outcome of today's lesson. Dear students, after we have studied this lesson, we will be able to, in the listening part, recognize which words in a sentence are stressed, understand questions about objects around them, understand statements made by the teacher and students, understand and enjoy simple stories. In the speaking part, you will be able to say words, phrases and sentences with proper sounds and stress, talk about people, objects, events, etc. And in reading part, you will be able to read words, phrases and sentences in the text with proper pronunciation, stress and intonation, read paragraphs, dialogues, stories, letters and other text. Dear students, if you want to attain these competencies, you have to read the text carefully. Suppose you have to listen carefully, you have to try to speak, you have to read and you have to write. If you do these activities, then you will be able to attain these competencies and you will be able to do well in English. Now it is time to give you some homework. So your homework is you have to write a short composition on a memorable day in your life. You have to write a short composition about a memorable day in your life. Also, practice model questions from Advanced Learners book related to this passage. You have to practice model questions from Advanced Learners book related to the passage that we read today, and you have to solve the questions number 1 to 4. Solve question number 1 to 4. Dear students, you must do the homework and you must show it to your subject teacher when your school will open. So, dear students, that's all from today. Thank you all and see you again.